What's good, Boxing World? This is Zeb, your host on the ropes. I'm back with another interview, man. I can't wait for my special guest to come in. As everyone getting their notifications right now. Yeah, I appreciate everyone tuning in to the interview I had with Coach Calvin. That's my man right there. I'm always Team Upton. See everyone getting them notifications now. You find out it's taking a while for people to get them notifications.
You see me?
What's good, big dog?
What's going on?
All right, today my special guest, Demichael Harris, currently 3-0, 3 KOs, fighting out Atlanta, Georgia, man.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Gotta get you down a little bit. I only can see, only, yeah,
Oh,
there
there
you
we go.
go,
There we
right
go.
there.
There we go.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
bad. There we go.
What's going on, big dog?
Everything good.
And have you figured out when your next fight gonna be yet?
I'm trying to get on the Gamboa and Devin Haney undercard because I'm supposed to go to camp with Gamboa next week and get some sparring in with him. So hopefully I can get on that.
Oh wow, they bring you in the camp to get ready for Devin Haney.
Yeah,
Hey man, how excited are you to get involved with that whole process?
it's gonna be a great experience. So I'm definitely trying to see what that work like.
All right, let's take it all the way back, big dog. How did you get started in the sport of boxing?
When I was younger, like when I was a kid, my dad he would always just show me how to box a little bit. But I never fought then. I didn't fight then. I just like I just like boxing. So like when I turned 8, I was 19 years old. I had went to a gym, and it was crazy because the gym man, the guy just gave me a key and was like, "Hey, basically train yourself." So I would just run and just go in the gym, unlock the door, hit the bag and stuff. Like it wasn't really much. So one day, one of the guys at the gym, they said they were going to spar. So I ended up going to spar at another gym. I trained with that guy for like a week. He ended up losing his gym that week I got there. And then I got with my another coach of mine, his name Peter Crumpley, Champs Boxing and Fitness. Got with him. I was with him for like 2 years. That's why I got all my amateur experience. And then last year I had got with Coach Mustafa. Yep.
What's the experience like working with Coach Mustafa, man? Because he seemed like an excellent coach, man.
Yeah. He's a great coach. He's a great coach.
So how's that journey been with him?
It's been pretty good. I've done all three of my pro fights with him. Definitely, progressed a little, a lot. So it's been a great experience with him. He's a great coach, man. He'll teach you some stuff, you ain't never seen before.
You know, at one point in time, you were actually signed under Javante Tank Davis. You were breaking up, Mike, Michael.
Yeah. Somebody tried to call. Go ahead.
No. I say at one point in time, you were actually signed with Javante Tank Davis Promotions, right?
I was never signed with him, but it
Uh
was
huh.
all right. So that's the crazy part about it. Even like getting on the show the first time, it's just crazy because what happened was he ended up. I woke up one morning. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna fly you to Baltimore." So I ended up flying to Baltimore. He flew me to Baltimore, and I get in the car. That's my first time ever meeting Coach Calvin because he Ubered me to the gym. I'm at the gym. I'm just waiting on him. So I'm talking to Coach Calvin. He was like, "Oh, you Demichael. You the one that Tank always talking about." So I'm like, "Yeah." So cool. He was like, "Tank on the way." So Tank texts me. He's outside. So I go outside, hop in the car, and he just turns around. He just started laughing. He was like, "Ready to turn pro, bro?" And I'm like, "Nah, you joking, right?" He's like, "No, I'm for real. I want you to fight on my card. Like, I want to sign you." So I was like, "Oh yeah, for sure. Let's do it." So that's when I first fought in Baltimore. But we never signed. He's a fighter right now. he's still progressing. He's got a lot going on. So, he's not fully all the way ready. But if that opportunity ever come, man, I'm down.
Because you actually currently signed as we speak, right?
Also, I have a manager.
Okay, management.
Peter Khan. I'm under management with FGA Fight Game Advisors. Great, man. I got a great manager. And we got some great fighters on the roster. Some real good ones.
How did that whole process even come about?
With Peter Khan, okay, the thing was, I went to Miami like on a vacation a couple months ago, right? And that was in March. And I ended up sparring. I was just out there, and I really wasn't even gonna spar, but I wanted to check out some gyms. So I had brought my gear. Wherever I go, I bring my gear. So I ended up sparring this 13-0 guy. His name Wilson Castillo. 13-0, good guy, southpaw, 135 from Dominican Republic. And I put in real good work with him. And basically my name started ringing bells a little bit from that sparring in Miami. So, and one of the guys that I know named Ryan, I forget how to pronounce his last name, but he ended up um, putting in word that I wanted to spar with George Cambosa, who signed with the manager that I have. So, me and George Cambosa was supposed to spar, but we never ended up sparring. And then a couple months later, the opportunity came to sign with um, Peter Khan, and I ended up doing it.
Now, that for people that don't know, you currently fighting at the 130.
Yeah, 130.
You started out at 126 though, right?
Always been fighting at 130.
Oh, always 130.
Yeah,
Wasn't
always
that
been
one
fighting
point
at
in time you were
130.
talking about fighting at the 126?
I'm thinking about going down to 126. I'm gonna see. To be honest, I make 130 so easy, bro. You've seen me in person, so I'm a pretty big 130. So I'm thinking about moving down to 126. I feel like I can make it, with the right, training and the right eating habits. I'm sure I can make it easy.
Well, what's your goals for you going into 2021?
Be more active because this year kind of like really set a lot of fighters back. You know, this Corona it sucks, man. Because like a lot of guys want to fight and it's kind of hard. So man, hopefully next year when everything clear up a little bit more, I can just be more active. I'm praying that I can get a chance to fight before the end of the year out. More than likely I will. But man, this year I had major plans for this year. I was looking to at least go 8-0, fighting every one, to 2 months. But unfortunately, with this going on, it sucks. So next year, let's stay more active and just, hey, take everybody that's out there.
And what keeps you motivated, Demichael? Because you never out of shape, man. You constantly working, man. Where did that work ethic come from?
Myself, to be honest, because I'll be like, if I had to be honest, when I first started boxing, because I've only been boxing 4 years, and a lot of people look at that like, they're so amazed. So, and if you look at the way I fight, it's hard. Like that's rare to find fighters that's been boxing for 4 years that can fight like me. Like you can put me in the ring with anybody, I hold my own easy. It's either gonna be toe to toe or I'm dominating. It's never, bro. It's never gonna be the other way around. And if it is, that's fine. But the thing is, what keep me motivated is just throughout the amateurs, I done got a couple bad decisions and only had 15 fights, and I turned open at 5 fights. So stuff like that and sparring some guys back in the day, man, they used to get off on me a little bit. So I was like, dang, I want to be better than these guys. So I knew like, and I had to work hard. Like I can't slack. That just made me like just keep grinding, keep going hard.
How's that road been for you? Saying like you said, having a late start with the sport. Did you have other plans with your life and decided that 4 years ago that I'm going to go the path of being a professional boxer?
Well, it's kind of crazy because I never even thought about being where I am now. Because like before boxing, I was doing like internet stuff. I wanted to be like an internet marketer. That's what I was into. Man, I didn't run. I wasn't a super athlete like that. I played football before. I played basketball before, but like I never thought about boxing. Man, I literally woke up one morning and I said, you know what? I ain't doing nothing. The internet stuff getting kind of boring. I had just got out of high school. I didn't really want to go to college like that. I was like, I just go to the boxing gym, relieve a little stress and stuff like that. Man, I end up literally, you know, making something out of this. just by waking up one morning and saying, I want to do this. And I just dedicated myself strictly to this, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Was there any point in time, man, that you thought you might get that call to come out to Tank's camp out there in Vegas to emulate Santa Cruz?
I might be a little bit too tall. I done asked him before, like, he said, like, bro, you come on, like Leo Santa Cruz, like he's smaller. Like I'm way bigger than Santa Cruz. You know what I'm saying? So man,
How tall is Santa Cruz?
I think Santa Cruz like 5'7".
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
5'11", almost 6 foot.
Yeah, yeah. I'm about to say
Bro.
you tall, man. You
Yeah,
tall.
it's no real point of me sparring Tank for that camp. But if he ever fights someone tall, like I'm definitely gonna be there for sure.
So what do you expect coming up as far as the negotiations to get on that card for November the 7th? Like, is just a few trying to find the opponent or just trying to make sure that they're going to add more to the card?
Really, I want to see if they're gonna add more to it. Um, go out there to camp, give Gamboa the best work. You know, to even get the opportunity to be on the card. That's number one. So, I talk to his people, I talk to his team. It's very possible. So, if I get the chance to be on the card, man, I love it. I would love it. I would love it, man.
How hard is it for you to manage boxing and family, man?
Man, they're with me 24/7, so it's kind of easy. My girlfriend. She comes to all the sparring. Bring my child, and we together all day. Like literally, we together all day. I don't work, so I'm just like we just in the house, either watching boxing or we at the boxing gym. One of the two. So we together all day. We good. So it's kind of easy to manage it.
How does she feel about you boxing, man? Does she get nervous?
To be honest, it's kind of crazy because I met her 3 years ago. I started boxing 4 years ago. So she's been kind of like learning as I learn. And she knows a lot about boxing. So like, man, I can go to a sparring match. I probably don't need a coach because she knows what she be talking about. Like she then got pretty good at, on what she's looking at in the ring. Like she done got good. So
How's
I
how,
thank her for that.
how's the because I talk with the different people down in your area, man. How do you feel about getting to work in your area, and do you want to get around the country to get different looks and different sparrings?
Here in Georgia, I'll be honest, it's not a lot of people look down on the state. I never look down on my state. It's where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I was born in Ohio, but this is where I've been most of my life. So I'm gonna represent my city, my state to the 100%. But it's not a lot of work, and a lot of the fighters don't take the boxing as serious as they should and the training as they should. That's why sometimes you may see a fighter from the state. We might get on TV. Well, they might get on TV and they take a loss because it's not a lot of work. It's not. It's just being honest. It's not a lot of work, and the guys are just not as serious. But if everybody just stuck together in the state, man, it'd be boxing central. We'll have boxing gyms all around the place. We'll be doing everything, but it's not like that here. It's just it's hard. So I'm just trying to make a name for us. And of course, I would love to go to Vegas, go to Philly, go to Florida, New York, get work with other guys. I would love that. I'm not listen. I don't duck nobody. That's one thing about me. And you guys, anybody from the state, bro, I don't duck nobody. Like you say it's time to spar or time to get some work in, let's do it. Like I'm there 100%. Like
Yeah,
so going around these cities, going around these states, I'm not afraid. Like I want to go get that work. And if they want to come here, they can come here. But I definitely, man, I love learning. I love learning, man.
who would you love to get the good sparring in if you had the chance?
I think but yeah. Right now, uh, Raymond Ford from Philly. The other kid, Rasheem Jefferson. I'm really gunning for them right now. A lot of back and forth on the internet, but it's all love. It's boxing. At the end of the day, we're all competitive. So it's competitive. It's all competitive. Those are the two that I want right now on my list. But all over, I want to get in the ring with everybody. The Tiafimos, the Lumachinkos, the Robert Easters. Bro, I want to get in there with everybody. Like all the guys I done looked up to. You know what I'm saying? Like even being in there with Tank one time, well, a couple of times, like 3 times. Bro, it was a blessing. Like it was just dope.
If you had, who should actually your favorite fighter?
My favorite fighter of all
Yeah,
time, or like
all
right now?
time, all time.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go with Tommy Hearns.
I was gonna say, man, you more like his style. I was gonna actually say that, like
Yeah, yeah, Tommy
with the
Hearns.
height and the reach.
Yeah, definitely. Tommy Hearns is definitely my favorite. I love Floyd. I love watching Floyd. He's a good fighter. Um, that was like my two favorites, to be honest.
Now, what's one of the things that you would really want to work on as far as your craft?
Using my jab more, using my distance. Um, you done seen me fight. You done seen me, spar on the videos and stuff. I can come. I fight in the inside a lot, so I need to start working on that outside, which I'm decent at. I can fight on the outside. Don't get it twisted. I can fight on the outside, but it's something about me. Like I just want to engage. Like I always just want to engage, but that's just me. So I definitely need to start working. Using my reach a little bit more than I should.
What is your reach length anyway?
I don't know, but my arms are like super duper long.
Hell yeah, man! I know that jab is deadly, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Man,
Definitely. That jab is crazy. When I'm popping that jab, listen, man, no guy is even gonna get in my reach at all. And if they do, they got some right behind that jab for them.
hey, Demichael, man, I truly appreciate you coming on. Hey, hit me up, man, if you ever get if that finally works out that you get in the camp with
Oh yeah,
Gamboa, so we
definitely. I
can
got you.
chop it up and talk about it.
Thank you, man. It's always love from you. Thank you.
Hey, much love, big dog.
All right. Salute.
Peace.